Welcome to the McLaughlin Group. This week, we're talking about identity politics.
Specifically, how they intersect with each other.
Well, I'm gonna go around the room and ask identity politics, pro or anti?
Well, this is a hard question for me to answer because on one hand, I'm sick of neoliberal woke capital trying to ruin the West, but on the other hand, I really, really love minorities. So this is a really, really tough question for me to answer.
And that's your answer, just that it's really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair answer.
Well, I'm being nuanced.
In the sparring dojo of the mind that is this podcast.
No. If there's one thing I hate, it's when people can't see the biases of their own viewpoint and they think they're just right about everything. So I think it's important to be nuanced in all aspects of your life. I think identity politics has good things and also bad things about it.
Mm-hmm. I'm pro all identity politics, from like corporate wokeness, identity Europa, all of it. I think it's all great. Pan-Africanism.
I actually identify as politics. I'm just kidding.
All right.
That was a little joke. I don't know.
Griffin as being an SJW right now.
Okay. So if you don't know what stupidpol is, and hopefully you don't, this one's kind of special to me because this was the subreddit that
they're kind of special in a lot of ways, Charlie.
Yeah. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that was funny.
I know. That's just the instinct I have to say that. Anyway, no, this is a subreddit that I believe that has like 80,000 people. It when I joined it must have been summer of 2018. It had like 200 users. I remember I joined when it had at least less than 500 users, or at most 500 users, and it's on it. There was a lot of stuff about people, or there was like a lot of Twitter stuff that they were talking about, and that's what pushed me to like get on Twitter again and is sort of responsible for all the relationships I have. So big ups to pointless Twitter drama for roping me in and getting me where I am today, which is on a podcast.
Is stupidpol that subreddit with the circles with the country's flags on them?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Well, Poland and stupid are synonyms.
Yeah, right.
So, and then
there's
I guess
no stupid Poland subread because they don't know how to spell words with that many letters in them.
Yeah, Polish synonym
once you get
is
above
just the
8,
same
it's
word.
just like, oh.
Yeah. Anyway, but and then I guess I'll give a background on what this subreddit is. So it started off as it was just like an amalgamation. I was talking with Josh about this a couple days ago. Josh described it very well. He said that it was scratching an itch, which is like,
which is what happens, I guess, back when you get bit by a bug.
Yeah, but back in 2018, I think identity politics stuff was on the left was generally kind of, I don't know, more annoying or insufferable, and this was sort of a result of that. And then it kind of just kept building and building until eventually. Now, it's, if you're still doing that shtick, then you're probably just,
honestly, no, I respect it. If you're still doing it, you're in it for the love of the game.
Yeah, well, that's, it's not a lot of people that are still doing it. As you'll see, they sort of cycled, normal, or I guess, lefty users to, just people that are just increasingly jaded about everything.
Turns out if you make a large tenet of your political beliefs, I feel like people are complaining about social issues too much. You kind of just slowly turn into a Nazi.
Gus, I have the perfect cartoonish comic for you about just this kind of thing.
Okay, can you lay it on me?
So it's basically that a guy is complaining about issues in some kind of society way. And then this fucking stupid piece of shit. I mean, the dumbest guy. Just think of the dumbest guy you know in your whole life.
And I'm thinking of Charlie.
Yep. Charlie with eyebrows pops out of a well. That's how stupid he is. He lives in a well, and he pops out of the ground.
Charlie, do you live in a well?
No. This motherfucker Charlie lives in a well. Charlie is recording in a damn well It takes so long for him to edit the echo out of the...
Every time before we record, Charlie has to go get fetched by Lassie.
Yeah.
Charlie, like, singing through the swamps, and a bunch of, like, snakes and alligators are bringing him recording equipment and microphones and Reddit posts.
I am not the one on the podcast that would be experiencing that.
Nah, well, yeah, that's who would be then?
I don't know. Which one of us lives in Jacksonville?
Carry on.
Jacksonville's kind of a state of mind, actually, so you could all...
Yeah.
No, it's actually a city.
You were telling Gus to imagine a stupid person.
Oh, yeah, to imagine this really dumbly stupid guy, and he says, well, you're in this society, so why the fuck are you complaining about it, actually?
Oh my god, that's such a stupid thing to say. That guy's
I know, and that's exactly what you were talking about. You were kind of... You arrived at the same conclusion kind of independently.
Here, I have a very... This is the best way to describe stupid poll I just remembered, was that... very early on, Amy Therese was big on there. Everyone liked her a lot.
Oh, that's cool.
And they basically got pinned to the same trajectory as her. Maybe a bit, where you just...
That's such a name I just haven't thought about in ages. I feel like you just told me, like, talking about, Blake Bortles is really big on there. It's like, I remember when I had I think sparked feelings.
Yeah, NBA, like, Shabazz Napier is really big on NBA Reddit now.
I meant when it started. I meant
I know.
I know. It's just like we haven't thought
about like when you watch, like when you look at like draft posts from like 2011, and they're like, I actually think Emeka Okafor is going to be better than Joel Embiid.
Anyway, but so this post is from 3 years ago. It's sort of also, it was created April 1st, 2018, so happy 5th birthday to this subreddit.
Did we explain what Stupid Poll actually was? I think we talked about its history.
I think I kind of did. It's like, it's like, I dislike identity politics from the left.
Okay. Alright, yeah. That's
pretty, like, like, pretty valid, but they get, like, very caught up. You know what, I'm just going to read this post, and I think you'll get it. N-word count bot is a slimy and bad idea project. It is part of Reddit's smug, self-enclosing system for discipline and punishment for arbitrary, non-moral transgressions within these left-wing and progressive communities. Especially, I think they misspelled especially. If you don't know what the N-word count bot is, it is a bot that you tag and then it tells you how many times the user said the N-word.
This has been a banner episode so far for explaining things about the way Reddit works.
Things. And actually, when you get an upvote on Reddit, it's called karma, and you collect it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right off the bat, I personally think it's actually unleftist to use N-word count bot.
I just think
it's like mass incarceration.
With like AI and stuff, we really do not want to be. With the way AI is going, we really do not want to be introducing into the world a robot who only looks for the N-word. I think that's bad.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, a lot of people say, like, would, if robots take over, or, if robots gain sentience, would they take over humanity? It's like, no, I think they would just, like, find a way to end their lives almost immediately. Like, if I was the N-word count bot, like, I wouldn't want to take over humanity. I would want to stop being conscious.
I hope if the robots take over humanity, they build a fucking awesome amusement park where you get to go around on a big roller coaster shaped like a cell phone. That would
say
be
the
sick.
N-word.
Yep.
Because
those AI, the AI is the thing with AI for a long time is it used to just become Nazis, and everyone would be like, okay, we have to stop doing that.
There's probably like an alternate reality where AI took over and they made Pokemon real, and there's a bunch of people in that reality going like, could you believe if we were so scared of AI taking jobs that we didn't let it proliferate and develop, then I would never have a Charizard.
Griffin, you want to read the next one? I'm not jealous. You know what? I'm not jealous
I
because
have 2
Pokemon
Charizards.
is real. Pokemon is real in Russia, and I got to experience it.
What?
That's a long story. I forgot.
Pokemon is real. Charlie played Pokemon Go, and then he was trapped.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant that there was when I was in Russia, you would just walk past, and there was a guy with like an owl on his shoulder, or like a porcupine or something. Like, it had a very Pokemon feel to it. People just had animals with them that weren't dogs or cats. Yeah. Anyway.
They tried to make Pokemon real in Russia by doing Chernobyl, but that just gave all the dogs cancer.
Yeah.
Actually, that's really fucked up for you to say that's in Russia. It's in Ukraine. Okay.
I think last time I checked the front lines, it's technically in Russia.
Oh.
Last time this motherfucker's checking the front lines.
Well, I just know that. Yeah.
Bro, your front lines are getting stacked as fuck.
All right.
You're quit
Gus,
front line watching.
Okay. Gus, do you want to read one of them? You want to read the "What is a Woman" one, or do you want to read another one? Because
I think I'm in the wrong spot here. Am I supposed to
show links?
Oh, show links. All I'm seeing is r/tickling. Did we do that one already? Too far back.
Yeah, I think you're too far back.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do r/tickling.
We're just going to talk about tickling.
Yeah. You guys ever been tickled?
Has anyone? All right, no, I found it, so I'm immediately fixing my mistake. I've never done anything wrong. Has anyone seen the "What Is a Woman" documentary produced by the Daily Wire and Matt Walsh? This is by u/punish incel, and he's got a tag on his account that says incel/men's rights activist. I think this guy might not fuck a lot. I'm getting low key. He doesn't fuck a lot incel vibes.
Well, read the post.
It's hard to date on the left. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is tagged culture war restricted.
Yeah.
I'm a left-leaning Marxist, but decided to finally spend $8 and subscribe to the Daily Wire after seeing the barrage of ads on YouTube. And I have to say, I'm impressed. It was incredibly keynote. Even if you're left-leaning and hate Matt Walsh, I still recommend it. It is incredibly well-produced and kind of philosophical. It makes me wonder, why doesn't the left have any highly produced marketed documentaries? Perhaps about class, like the right does.
This wasn't about class at all.
Yeah, this is the most obvious fucking bait account I've ever seen in my life.
I know, yeah. Well, it's talking like the target demographic. It's like, well, after the advertising campaign, I wanted to see what it was about. Yeah, and then yeah, I don't know if the
wasn't there like a big beef with the Daily Wire had with like Steven Crowder? Because they gave him like a gigantic fucking like Lamar Jackson contract offer, and he said it still wasn't big enough.
I think we talked about
yeah, and
this.
it was like he got
the issue.
We did talk about this, but the issue was that like he would get fired if he didn't do his job or something.
Yeah,
no,
it's really funny
issue...
to be like try to act like LeBron James when your job is just doing yellowface.
Yeah, no, the issue
I
was
do better bad Asian accents than anyone in the game right now. They're not giving me enough.
No, the issue with the contract was that they would like they wouldn't pay him if he got banned from. Off. Yeah, they wouldn't pay him as much if he got banned from YouTube, which is like his primary revenue stream.
Yeah,
so,
that's pretty reasonable.
Of course, yeah, that's like
actually that's kind of reasonable. My job stopped. Yeah. My job at the hotel stopped. Still kept paying me even after I got banned from going into all the girls' rooms.
That's only a concern for Crowder because he thinks it's cool to talk like Justin Roiland sexting on camera.
Yeah.
Guys, did you guys hear Justin Roiland is innocent now? Actually, they dropped the charges. He's innocent.
That's crazy.
And he's actually really good at his job.
I saw that Melanie Mack was defending him.
Wow. Can we do another prayer for Melanie Mack?
No, I think we should pray for Melanie Mack. Can we pray for Melanie Mack?
Pray? Can we just have a silent prayer for Melanie Mack at least?
Jesus, if you...
a silent prayer.
Fuck me, I guess. Piece of shit.
30 seconds of silence.
No,
30,
I don't want to do 30 seconds
29,
of silence. No,
28,
we're not doing this.
27,
We're not doing another Gus
Melanie
reading
Mack.
really slowly joke.
Oh yeah, I forgot we did that.
Yeah.
Did you
Griffin, do you want
when you did the episode, did you just speed that up? Or
no,
did you keep it going?
No, I kept it going.
Yeah.
Why?
Gus, you want to or not Gus? No. Griffin, do you want to read Minneapolis riots? It's the one with
the photo of David Bowie.
Yeah.
By True Best Korea. Minneapolis riots. I'd like to hear all of your opinions currently going on in Minneapolis about the rioters currently going on in Minneapolis. So far, looters have destroyed a Target, an AutoZone, most of Lake Street, and an apartment directly under construction. While I see some people cheering this on as based practice or whatever, how exactly does this help the movement against police brutality? While I have little sympathy for gigantic corporations like Target, these riots just make the protesters look like wild animals. And since the governor has called in the National Guard to disperse rioters, I can only assume more deaths will follow. I can't see anything good coming of this. Interested to hear the subreddit's thoughts. And then a link to the David Bowie song Panic in Detroit.
Yeah. That's what you're supposed to listen to while you're reading this thread.
While you read the thing. Oh, okay.
He's about to cry. The left decide to cancel, and they won't tell us why.
This guy saw the video of the like gremlin in a wheelchair stabbing people and was like, people getting stabbed are like wild animals.
Yeah. He's also, if it wasn't clear, like just being like pretty racist and
that was unclear to me. I'm glad you pointed that out.
I was going to say I went to the protest he was talking about, not to like do anything, just to see what was going on, and I saw someone skid out in the auto zone. It was like they smashed a window or something, and then some guy just like tried to pull into AutoZone, and all his tires popped.
Yeah, I'm engaging in all of those violent protests too, but I'm only looting the dumbest stores imaginable. I'm going to Toys R Us so I can get a bunch of Legos.
No, that's literally what someone did.
That's smart.
Good.
That's actually really smart.
It is smart.
Yeah.
Legos have like Legos are a better investment than gold.
Yeah. I'm looting the Funko Pop store, and every time somebody grabs a premium Funko that I wanted, I really sarcastically go, thanks, kind stranger.
And that's the equivalent of stabbing them.
Yeah.
It's like yeah, and then the comments are just like, what? I mean, I think
Yeah, no one I wish more people. The thing with all these the posts on
it's
here
a lot
that are
of
just like a guy being stupid. Everyone's just like, no, that's not true. Or I want an interesting debate. I want the McLaughlin Group, the Augustus Group.
I want the McLaughlin Group too. I want to get glooped on by the McLaughlin Group.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it must smell crazy in there. All that gloop.
Yeah.
What is the McLaughlin Group?
It was a like policy discussion show from the 1990s.
Okay.
Here's some red meat. Gus, do you want to read Polyamory Bad?
Yeah, this is shooting fish in a barrel. Let me see here. Where is it? Oh, this is not just polyamory bad, it's polyamory bad in all caps. And this post is tagged discussion. Yes, many, likely most people who are poly are pathetic cucks who don't love themselves. Yes, sociopathic elites trying to commodify love is awful. Yes, most people who claim polyamory is empowering are likely lying or projecting. But if I look at it in a vacuum, it is inherently an evil or bad. Love being infinite and love being free, yeah, I can get behind that. Hell, it sounds kind of like a more literal version of socialism in a way. Love your fellow man and treat them equal. Yo, does anyone else think polyamory is kind of like socialism for sex?
Does anyone else think Pokemon is kind of like socialist Digimon?
Oh my god. Removing the vacuum, I know people out there who are emotionally mature enough to handle polyamorous situations. I like, not polyamorous relationships, polyamorous situations.
Like an author being like, I found myself in a polyamorous altercation.
A fucking record scratch. I bet you're wondering how I found myself in this polyamorous situation.
Yeah.
And who also have enough self-respect to know when to walk away. They're pretty few and far between, and they're often drowned out by the endless sea of immature assholes who only see people as sex objects, but they exist. They're great at intimacy, I've found. And yeah, elites will absolutely find ways to commodify love, but this isn't anything new. Prostitution was one of the first industries to propagate in human history. We are literally wired to take advantage of things by virtue of being human. Doesn't make it okay, but we need to accept that reality if we have any hope of collectively overcoming it. Also, the pathetic cucks in poly relationship would still be pathetic cucks if they were in monogamous relationships anyway. They lack self-love and self-respect. No matter what they do, they will always end up being taken advantage of by the elites because they're easy targets. They're the type of person that feels empowered when they buy things because social media told them they're woke if they do. They're the type of person to post a 10 out of 10 or 0 out of 10 IMDb for a movie they've never seen solely because the lead isn't a white male.
Whoa.
This is such a fucking... This person cannot decide whether they're just enraged
or
like
they're the rational kind of, they're like the Bill Maher.
Yeah, they're doing like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde shit like halfway through. I feel like they were worried about just coming off like too empathetic and nice, and so they had to include like a one paragraph tirade randomly screaming at a person that doesn't exist. Just to make sure they don't get banned off the subreddit.
I like this comment. It's from a deleted user. It says, the problem was never poly relationships, but promotion of them. Yeah. Then someone says, what do you mean by that? And deleted user says, there is nothing wrong with keeping it private if it works for you, but encouraging wider society to embrace it would be unworkable and destructive. I've never met, first of all, the reason that people don't like polyamory is that it's annoying.
Yeah, people, he's right. Like, that guy is right, but not for the way, just like accidentally.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, you could do it. I just don't want to hear about it. I don't care.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no, his tone indicates that like Target is like holding like polyamory pride parades, which is just not happening. Like I don't think polyamory I don't even think they consider themselves to be queer really. Like they're just sort of doing their own thing.
I consider them to be
smell bad.
It's like debated. But the people who
Some
do
of them,
think polyamory inherently makes you queer will tell you and be very annoying about it within 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
They just have so much love to go. I don't know.
Yeah.
People who still say,
They're like-
yes, I think that, fight me, die mad about it.
They're like dogs.
Yeah.
I don't know what this says, but they're like dogs and children. They just have so much love to give.
Yeah, they're like
They have so much love to give to other
Can you
people.
shade up your polyamorous friend when I come over? He keeps humping my leg.
Yeah, that's
My
actually an accurate-
polyamorous friend won't stop barking at my mail.
Yeah.
Oh my god! When you have to like, my poly friend got scared and ran away on the 4th of July.
We had to put my polyamorous friend down.
Yeah, they went. They went to a barcade upstate. They went to Portland.
Yeah, I hate when my polyamorous friend just starts accusing people of microaggressions, like whenever the mailman comes by.
I have to rub the peanut butter in someone else's balls so my poly friend leaves me alone for 1 second.
Oh wait, Griffin, I just found one.
Dude, I don't want to touch
this.
this. It's covered in polyamory slobber.
Actually, a polyamorous guy's mouth is cleaner than a human's mouth.
Griffin, do you want to read what the fuck is wrong with Zoomers?
Whoa!
Oh, Charlie!
Yeah. No.
There,
Yeah,
buddy.
No, we're not doing.
Might have to bleep that. It'd be so funny if you bleep that.
It'd be so much worse. I was adjusting myself.
I know. What the fuck is
yeah.
wrong with Zoomers? I don't have a link or anything. Just a general observation. The kids are fucking weird. They're not weird in an original way. They mostly seem to be the classic Jack Skellington t-shirt over a panis weirdo that I had in my day. It's just the sheer number of them that's peculiar. 90% of the Zoomers I encounter are living Penguin of Doom pastas, but swap Rick and Morty for Invader Zim. Has anyone else noticed this? Are we the only one? Are there any normal ones left? Who is selling wallet chains?
Man, that
it's so funny when people just discover like very basic old guy opinions.
I know.
And are like, this is a new thing.
Does the next anyone else think the next generation is a little younger and dumber than us?
Yeah.
They didn't have the same experiences we did, and I can't understand them.
Anyone else think young people are too sensitive, and also lawnmower upgrades are getting crazy expensive these days?
Yeah.
It's so funny to like...
And also, you can't buy candy for a nickel.
It's so funny to be like a 30-year-old man and tell like an 18-year-old, yeah, I bet you watch fucking Rick and Morty.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, yeah. What the most offensive part of this is that this person thinks Rick and Morty and Invader Zim are like comparable, because Rick and Morty is not for like alt kids. It's for your cousin that smokes too much weed.
Yeah, it is kind of it's kind of a stoner's paradise.
Okay, I immediately knew I would regret that.
No, I mean
stoner themed Rick and Morty merch out there.
I mean, I wouldn't even deign to smoke weed and watch an episode of Rick and Morty. I respect the writing too much, but I think if I did, I might actually have a brain. I might actually have a brain fucking orgasm and fucking freak out.
Someone made a comment. This is just a thread of deleted users. Someone said endocrine disrupting microplastic combined with unsupervised smartphone access since middle school, and then someone says they are getting alarmingly fat. Something's got to be up with their pituitary glands, which you should not be saying, especially because this was 4 years ago, and like I think the oldest Zoomers were like 18.
They are alarmingly fat.
Or 18 or 19. They are alarmingly fat. When I'm looking through my Periscope.
Yeah. Every time I go down to the local middle school and check out the yard through my binoculars, I notice those little balls of pub are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. All right, I'll read one. Let me pull it up. Let me put you in your place.
Whoa.
No.
That sounds
I don't know.
I hate to be put in my place. I want to go somewhere else.
I love getting.
I hate my place.
God damn. Yeah. I'm realizing a lot of these are just like very like what's the word, like just pedantic.
I know, it's so like shut. Why does anyone say anything on Reddit? That's the opinion I move closer to every time we do this. Why does anyone say anything or go anywhere or do anything?
Oh yeah, you know what? Here's one, and then we can move on to the some of the user submitted ones if we want to. This simply says language policing for the win, and it's a cross post from r/teen. It's a cross post from r/teenagers of someone saying my school banned saying no homo.
No. The NBA players who have gotten fined for saying no homo make me laugh so hard.
How many is that?
I think it's 2 or 3. I know 2-time league MVP Nikola Jokic said about a defender, he's pretty long, no homo, and got fined for it.
Yeah, I love the young thug. He don't have internet.
You don't have internet.
Yeah,
because very clearly what happened is Harden just saw a skull that he thought looked cool and didn't understand the fucking.
He don't have. He don't have internet, so obviously he don't know what's right or wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just. Yeah.
It'd also be really funny to use that defense, if somebody was made fun of for buying Pride merch or something.
Yeah.
He just likes rainbows, man. Please.
Yeah. Someone says, is that sub anything but blatant fake/troll post referring to r/teenagers? And someone replies, a distorted drug default sub and a growth stunted mutant r/dank memes. 100 times more potent, unfunny, and original than it is right now. Had a disabled child try to abort it, but instead further injured the fetus, affecting its ability to proper function even more. r/teenagers is born. You should never have an opinion on r/teenagers as an adult. That's I feel like the cops should be called on you.
Yeah, I think r/teenagers should just not exist at all.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, if it's moderated, then it's maybe the best you can hope for, but it's not.
Is it better or worse if the moderators at r/teenagers are or are not teenagers themselves?
That's a very good question.
I don't trust a 15-year-old. If you're a 15 moderating a subreddit, especially a really big one, I cannot imagine how sad your life must be. But also, if you're 24 doing that shit,
what is your problem?
What?
But then if you have teen mods, you have to cycle the teens every 5 years, you know?
Yeah,
I think that's
kicked off.
Yeah, no, I think that's how a healthy democracy works.
Term limits for r/teenager mods.
Yeah.
Can I read this last one in Stupid Poll?
It's like Logan's Run. Yeah.
From user Urinal Peaker. I met so many immigrants who remind me of the pony in Animal Farm. She went back to the farmer for sugar cubes and hair combs. These people have a Stockholm syndrome. They love the employer because where they come from is worse. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, no, that's really funny. Yeah. I don't think he understands what Stockholm Syndrome is. I don't think he understands how immigration works. I don't think he understands what Animal Farm was about.
They love the employer because where they come from is worse.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that says in there
it's like meeting an immigrant who's like, yeah, I basically moved to America because the cartel murdered my entire family and I had to get out of there. You're basically like a horse from a book I read.
Yeah.
You're a fucking idiot. You're just going back. You love the boss.
Does anyone else feel like immigrants kind of remind them of the pony from Blue's Clues Goes to the Farm? Always looking for those damn sugar cubes. Blue Skidoo, we can too. Get the fuck out of here.
I've made a lot of immigrants who remind me of a fucking Rapidash because they're awesome and they're so fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do some user stuff this time, or not user.
We're gonna do some damn users.
Listener mail. So we needed to go through this, at some point, and I think we have enough stuff that it's time. So I think this first one, I'll read it because I don't think I've read one in the pattern. It is from Cal Austin. Thank you to Cal Austin for that. And let me open the post. This is on r/AskTeenBoys.
We were just talking about how sus
didn't
it is.
find it.
I'm talking to Cal. Cal, what's up, boss?
Yeah.
We were just talking about how sus it is to go on Reddit.
Cal,
we host a podcast about bad Reddit posts. I don't think it's out of the question.
I don't go on any other Reddit. I don't go on any other Reddit posts.
Yeah, but I think our fan base is primarily teenagers.
No, I've looked at the demographic. It's mainly 23 to 28-year-olds, but there
look at this nerd over here. Yeah, I've looked at the demographics.
You
speak English, goddammit, Charlie.
Gus, I was gonna do literally the exact same
speech out of
thing.
here. Huh?
I said, Gus, I was gonna say the exact same thing.
I'm retweeting more of your tweets on the podcast account for that one.
Gus, did you see what I did on the podcast account? I made the Twitter circle. I added the three of us, so now we can talk just amongst ourselves, and no one will know. There's no other way for us to do this.
We didn't really talk before. We just sort of, over text. We just like showed up according to like.
I actually don't even hear you when you guys record. I'm just guessing what jokes you're making and hoping my riffs are on the
Ask
same
teen
topic.
Boys.
How can I get
the pretty popular girls at my school to bully me? How can I get the pretty popular girls at my school to bully me? I want to get the pretty girls at my school to pick on me. Don't ask why, but I am basically really want them to intimidate me, tease me, laugh at me, call me names, harass me in the halls at lunch, maybe even force me to do their homework or something. Nothing that would legitimately cause any pain, just your stereotypical schoolyard bully stuff, except with the pretty girl. Maybe as time goes on, it can escalate into more extreme stuff like beating me up or legitimately humiliating me. I'd rather not have any money involved because there are other ways that I can repay them. But if it comes down to it, I can get a job to pay for it. How would you approach a girl about arranging this without seeming weird? Thanks for your help.
I don't feel good discussing this.
Why?
I think it's pretty easy.
Somebody working through some shit. That's the other thing I was thinking. Like, is this hard? How is this something you need advice on?
No, I mean, if you just asked, like, you would get bullied by a pretty girl if you asked them to do this. If you just told them this, you would be made fun of for the rest of your life, and you would have exactly what you want. I would love to.
Being attacked in school is not that. Just post like Tory Lane's innocent on your fucking Be Real or whatever. However those work.
You don't post words on Be Real. You just post when it's time to be real. You be real.
This motherfucker's making threads on Be Real.
Yeah, why don't you stick to your fucking N64?
There's a counterpart to our podcast about Be Real. It's just called Ugly Faces. A Be Real version of Most Controversial called You Look Fucked Up.
This motherfucker on the toilet using Be Real. I like how he's like, maybe as time goes on I can get legitimately humiliated. Like he's just kind of peppering that in. I would love to hear what he actually wants to have happen to him.
Yeah.
I do not. This person is a teenager. That is none of my goddamn business.
We're in our authority as professional podcasters. We're
teenagers. We're 17 years old.
We're legally teenagers when we do this.
Yeah, legally, I'm only 5 years old.
We're not liable for anything that happens to us or anyone we talk to on here.
Posting and Ask Children. Is there a way for the fastest kid to give me cooties?
/Ask Children. Yeah. Wait, is that a thing?
Yeah. Explain it. You're just gonna explain it to me like I'm 5.
Yeah.
Oh no, there are 49 members of Ask Children.
Yeah.
And apparently it needs moderators. And there are 2 questions on Ask Children. Why do or don't you want children? And then the second question is, give me the most badass quote from a video game you know.
Wait, what are they going to say? Let's go?
Yeah. Griffin, do you want to read some of the ones from adult breastfeeding that I just sent? Oh, and that is from... Okay. That is from Twitter user... oh man, who is that? That's...
Who is this?
I'm gonna edit this, I'll edit. I am not Jerome, whose display name is Caleb.
Hello, Caleb.
I guess he isn't Jerome. He's.
I only have a screenshot of the post titles.
No, I just if you want to read those.
In r/adult breastfeeding, will it come back? To order Dom, New Zealand mail, and then should I travel the world to find my A&R partner? And then the thinking emoji. What is A&R? Adult natal nice breast feeding.
Yeah.
Adult breast feed.
And I think this is a good jumping off point to for me to just look at adult breastfeeding and see if there's anything there.
Oh wait, I found it out. ANR, ABF stands for a nursing relationship / adult breastfeeding. So he's looking for someone to nurse him.
Yeah, dude, I love getting
I need
like
to get
back
nursed.
to health.
I need to get nursed badly. Yeah, I got a grievous wound.
Yeah, I just found one. I'll read this. COVID vaccine and Dom interaction. Hi all. Could anyone please convey if there's any interaction between Dom and Sputnik COVID vaccine? How long is it advisable to resume after stopping Dom once the second dose of Sputnik is taken? Thanks in advance.
What, like getting like getting dominated? Like just like getting...
Yeah, I guess like they're asking if the vaccine will have any impact, and then the moderator says we do not tolerate vaccine skepticism.
Yeah, wait, is this person like, if the person I'm nursing from is vaccinated, how long do I have to wait to breastfeed from them without getting any of the vaccine in me? Is that kind of what they're going for?
I don't know. I think
crazy.
they're just asking if that makes it Gus or Griffin, do you want to read the one I just sent?
I would like for Gus to read this one.
I can read
Okay.
this one. Is ABF an autism interest?
Well...
Jesus Christ. I was put into adult breastfeeding by a girlfriend with autism. I've been lurking on this sub for a while now, checking out ideas to use, and I've noticed that a lot of women mentioned having autism. Is this confirmation bias I've got, or have y'all noticed a connection going on here as well? I wonder why. Does anyone else think you're autistic and you've got crazy-ass hyperfixations? Can I talk to you about my hyperfixations?
Yeah, this is actually my comfort breast that I feel.
Yeah, my hyperfixations are people giving me compliments, and people being nice to me, and people punishing my enemies. I'm kind of hyperfixated on my enemies being punished.
Lately I've definitely been like autistically obsessed with food and water. It's like
Yeah.
And honestly, I had this like vision in a fucking dream or a fever nightmare or something that I need to wake up every morning and put shirts and a pants on. Otherwise, something bad will happen to me.
Dude, I've been like just super autistic about snorting cocaine recently.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? It's like all I can think about.
When I'm like, I can't wait until I'm like 70 years old and I get to try having autism. I think that'll be fun. Yeah. Like, I think I'm just gonna let it go and try everything.
I just found one that's I just found a really good one. I guess Griffin, you can read this one. I'm about to send it. I'm building the tension. Yeah, I'm definitely not just scraping these as we go by.
I'm getting nervous, Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Griffin, you want to read that?
I will. Hold up.
It's a winner of a title.
Yeah. By Milkman420. Title: Milkman on a mission. I am looking to induce. What makes my situation interesting is that I'm an FTM transgender person on hormones. Will my testosterone injections make it impossible for me to induce due to the hormones? Do you guys know about this? When you guys take hormones, is it harder for you to breastfeed?
I'm gonna be honest. Sorting by controversial, it's about 75% people asking if they can transition and still produce breast milk, or if when they transition they'll be able to produce breast milk. And I didn't want to be too so
crass.
Yeah, well, not crass, but mean. I didn't want to be mean. But yeah, are there any comments?
I don't know what the big deal about breast milk is, and you can just buy it from the store.
Yeah. Personally, you can buy it from your mom.
Peppa Candy says, personally, I have no idea. I know that men can produce milk. It is not gender specific. I've heard of MTF trans people inducing lactation in themselves. But I also know that some women are prescribed testosterone to help stop the lactation. I found this little tidbit of information that says testosterone reduces prolactin, which is needed to lactate.
I'm cracking up like a woman having roid rage because she was producing too much breast milk.
Yeah, what I have learned from
she lifts a car off of her baby and then just drops it on the baby.
Yeah.
I see you keep fucking crying at 2 in the goddamn morning.
What I have learned from my brief, looking at this is it seems that men can induce lactation as long as they take the right hormones. It's very difficult, but it's possible, which I think, I mean, that sounds like, if it's not like a fetish thing, that sounds like a pretty cool move. Like, you're getting in a fight with someone, then you just start lactating, and they're like, whoa, what the fuck? Then, you intimidate them, like the frill on a lizard. This is the part where you guys make fun of me.
Ah, Charlie.
Charlie, that was so, you smell so bad.
Charlie, you look like a damn, you look like you have damn landlord energy.
Holy.
I do.
No, Charlie. Is Charlie my problematic fave?
I do have landlord energy because I'm as funny as Hannibal Buress, and never mind.
And as
so something else like Hannibal Buress.
As wise as
Bell
Hooks.
Yeah.
As knowledgeable about the future as Hannibal Buress.
Yeah. As funny as Bell Hooks. Bell Hooks does sound like the name of like a club comic. Yeah. Oh, here's one that's just called not a personal. Oh no, I thought it's not a personal.
That's what Bell Hooks told me when she evicted me.
Yeah.
It's nothing personal.
Want my girlfriend to suckle me.
Oh,
so
all right.
This is a bit weird. I hope I found the right form to express this, but basically, it's what the title says. I find it.
I like what the title says.
I find it hard to explain, but it's what it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah, and then he says just what the title is, and then he proceeds to write like 5 paragraphs about this.
Is it?
Yeah. No. Oh, sorry.
No, my bad.
I thought I'm gonna go deeper into our archives.
Our archives. r/archives.
My archives. I love my damn archives, which is just all the Reddit posts I saved. Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be editing out a lot of dead air.
No, that's okay. Let's just guys, let's just have a fucking conversation.
Yeah, this is what the fans get for not sending us heaters.
I'm officially passing Charlie the joint, and we're smoking weed together. Charlie, take a hit of the joint.
He's had that joint for 9 months.
Yeah, I've been waiting to smoke. My fingers are like completely black, and they smell terrible.
Dude, I think somebody put fentanyl in my oregano.
Oh yeah,
like it's weed.
Yeah, he's just been smoking dirt weed nonstop. He's somehow gotten lung cancer from it.
Yeah, I'm smoking I made like a roach blunt out of all my old joints, but I've just been smoking dirt, so I'm just smoking a big log of dirt, basically.
Yeah.
It smells so bad. I smoked too much weed this week. If we're just talking, I got a bunch of weed for my birthday, and like it stopped being my birthday, and I just had a bunch of weed, so I just smoked. I had to get rid of all the weed as fast as I could because I know what I'm capable of. And I've just been living in like a stupor, a dazed stupor for 5 or 6 days. I don't really know what happened to me.
I had the opposite, which was that on Friday night I was like, I'm gonna get fucked up, and then I drank. It was like, ugh, and then I went to bed for 2 hours and woke up and just felt like a bit shittier, but not noticeably. I'm just, yeah. I think I'm like socially immune to being drunk, as in not chemically, but it's never been fun for me.
I was at a bar the other day, and I picked up. I was closing out my tab, and I was like, yeah, it's the one under what my last name is. And then this woman next to me said hi with my last name, and I just didn't say anything to her, and I left.
Swish, dude.
Woo!
Slam dunk.
Didn't need it. I was in the zone already.
Yeah.
Gus, has anything interesting or embarrassing happened to you?
Ever?
Yeah. Well,
no.
In the realm of
never.
Recent.
Nope.
Okay.
Not once.
Nothing interesting.
Not a single time. Nope. I'm kind of normal. I'm kind of normal loaded.
I'm kind of chilling a beer, drinking a chilling
guys,
beer.
Let's go back to the beginning of the episode. I'm gonna read this one. I'm gonna read Open Intervention in r/tickling. I have been ghosted by almost everyone I have messaged here. I would like to know why, both for myself and for everyone else in the same boat as me. If I don't receive constructive criticism, I am just going to keep doing whatever I am doing wrong, because I don't know what else I am doing wrong, or because I don't know what I am doing wrong. It is just you deciding, meh, I don't feel like it. Just remember, there is a person on the other end.
Oh, no one wants to tickle this guy. That's so sad.
Yeah, the lonely tickler.
That's so, like, literally imagine if you were a baby and that happened to you. Wouldn't you feel just as bad as this guy?
Yeah. What's constructive tickling criticism? When you are just messaging people. Yeah.
Under the armpits.
Go harder at it. Yeah. Yeah, no, the constructive criticism is don't go for the lower back, do the armpits or feet.
A girl with a tickle fetish going like, guys can't even find the armpits.
And the comments section. Do you want to read some of the comments? Because there are a few women giving him what for.
I love the people who are like, no one knows you anything. Take your time. You just don't force anything. You got to wait it out. Someone's gonna tickle you, dude. Don't worry about it. And then all the men are telling him that, and then all the women are like, I'm gonna assume that you're a guy trying to message women. So at a certain point, women who aren't interested will just ignore you. So basically, you need to be more considerate of women.
Yeah.
In the community.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna send more. This is a great subreddit. Gus, do you want to read Tickle Tournament 3?
Yes, absolutely. I have never been more excited to read a post by this title.
Tickle Tournament.
Tickle Tournament 3 coming soon with more competitors. Hey, oh my god, what the fuck is the image for this subreddit?
It looks like just an anime girl that's being tickled.
That's fan art of Force
That's
Femme
Princess
Bowser.
Peach.
Yeah, it does look like Princess Peach.
It does also kind of look like Force Femme Bowser. I do like that Gus saw a picture of Princess Peach and said that's Force Femme Bowser.
No, I know what this is. There was like a thing where like Bowser would pick up like a Peach crown and turn into like a mix between Peach and Bowser.
Yeah,
and people
Bowsette
really
or something.
Yeah. All right, Tickle Tournament 3 coming soon with more competitors. Hey guys, great news! Our next tickling
great news! Yeah. Great news!
Yes!
Great news! Yes! Our next tickle tournament will feature 32 competitors.
Yeah!
16 from the last 2 tournaments and 16 new girls that are friends of family of other current competitors.
Family! Oh my god!
But in order for us to get to know these girls, Zach and the champ, Gabby, interviewed them all to help us make a fair tournament. We asked them the same 3 questions. Most ticklish spot, rate your ticklishness on a scale of 1 to 10. Give us one word to describe yourself as a tickler.
guys,
wait, can we all do this? Can we all do it?
Yeah, can we... number 3 specifically.
I'll just go through all of them. Number 1, my most ticklish spot, probably my penis and my balls. On a scale of 1 to 10, probably like a 7 or an 8. I'm very ticklish, especially down there in my cock and balls type of area. And one word to describe myself as a tickler, I would say lithe, like a cat. I'm very sneaky when I tickle.
I would describe myself as unrelenting.
An uncompromising tickler.
All right, Gus. Most tickler spot.
Yeah,
and then,
come on, Gus.
The small of my back. I would describe myself as a 4.
Yeah. My most ticklish spot is probably the inside of my mouth. I would describe my ticklish in there as probably a 7, and then the way I would describe myself as a tickler is steely.
Actually, I just remembered my most ticklish spot is the spot where my mom held me when she dipped me in the river Styx.
Oh yeah,
I'm really ticklish there.
Yeah. All right, Gus, can you continue after we entered the tournament and probably lost?
Yeah, we lost. We lost in the play-in. We're just there.
Yeah.
Can I read which one?
Just continue reading the post.
Just continue reading.
Or you don't have to read all of it.
It's down like different people's like ratings.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
What I was thinking about was cracking me up is doing the Scott Steiner WWE promo, but for Tickle Tournament.
Yeah.
So it's like I got a 66% chance of getting tickled. Combine that with Samoa Joe knows he's not going to be able to tickle me. So you put those two things together, you got a 107% chance at losing at Tickle Tournament 3. The numbers don't lie, and they spell laughter and merriment for you at sacrifice.
Merriment. I want to read some of these adjectives. The first one is fun. The second one for Abby, who's the OP's little sister, which who's blonde, tall, and has blue eyes. And her adjective for tickling is evil, which I've learned the hard way. Jesus fucking Christ, what does that mean?
Does anyone want to get tickled by my evil, blonde, blue-eyed sister?
Yeah.
I love all the adjectives they used for tickling. Because they're clear. This is clearly like a person with a 5th grade reading level.
Yeah. Oh, one of them was ruthless, which I think was Gus's.
No, I said unrelenting.
Unrelenting, sorry. One of them is just mean, and
like,
then in parentheses it says, looks too nice for that.
I like this one.
Another person with evil.
Yeah.
Another person with evil.
I like Carrie's descriptor, which is friendly. She's a friendly tickler.
Yeah. I think there are at least 4 more ones that are described as evil. One intense, one crazy, one is sneaky, which I don't really...
Oh, that's my girl. That's my girl. I got her.
Yeah. Oh, I should have been looking for more of the.
I like. So, a lot of people in the replies don't seem to realize that this person is having a fantasy and these aren't real people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Will there be videos involved with the tickle tournament?
To be fair, that's like kind of wishful thinking. I would feel better. Well, I don't know if I would feel better if there were real people involved, but I think I would. I think my
you obviously you wouldn't. But if you had a tickle fetish,
yeah, yeah, I would feel a different kind of bad if this was happening.
Has anyone else been struggling with the bosses in Tickle Souls?
Yeah,
I feel like their tickle spots are just too hard to hit.
All right, Griffin, I think it's your turn for how do you convince someone to stop tickling you?
To stop? But I don't want to know how to get stopped.
Yeah.
How do you convince someone to stop tickling you? And then the deleted user says, if you tell them to stop, they should stop. Plain and simple.
This is just someone being bullied by, like...
Yeah, how do you... Someone says punch them in the jaw, and then OP says, I couldn't, my hands were tied.
What?
Safe word. No, this is clearly a tickle homie who forgot his safe word. That's so sad.
Oh, yeah. You know what my safe word would be is stop tickling me.
Nah, that's too obvious. Because then everyone knows you're getting tickled. Like, I don't want my neighbors to know. Mine would be like...
Stop murdering me.
Yeah, mine would be like, put your hands behind your back!
Yeah, there's a robber in my house.
Police, open the door!
Do not tickle a woman in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Do not tickle a woman in a parking lot.
Help, I am being assaulted. Just okay. Here's one. Here's a question for the community. And you know what? It's a simple question to the tickle community. Has the community become toxic? Because if not, then can somebody explain to me why I was banned in so many Discord servers? Because there's 4. In the last few months.
Banned from the tickling.
No, it's not me. It's the tickle community that's wrong.
I think there are ways that you can get banned. In the last months, for no reason, literally no reason. Everyone knows if you use Discord, you join a Discord server, introduce yourself, you grab roles, then say hey in the general, and then go from there. I did that. I was nice to the owner/mods, everyone else. Once I take my eyes off of the server for 1 fucking second, I'm banned for the fuck of it. For the fuck of it.
Just for the fuck of it.
The tickle community is the one place where I would believe somebody if they said they got falsely accused.
I honestly...
It's like, oh, you know what? I buy that was an accident. Yep.
Yeah. So can someone explain to me why this is happening, or if these happen to you, or maybe the community is going down the shithole where people want to say their little gatekeeping roleplay section for the rest of their fucking lives. Thank you for reading. Please give feedback.
No, bitch. Fuck you.
These are the men that are failed by capitalism.
Yeah. This is why we need an Andrew Tate for leftists, because I mean, what are we going to do about isolated sad men like this without indoctrinating them into leftism?
Wait, here's a post just called Hospital Tickling, and it starts off with, I'm a 44-year-old man.
Oh my god! Hospital Tickling!
Yeah. And then he says, anyway, I have a huge tickling fetish my whole life. The times I was tickled by females, too few and far between. Never being able to come close to my fantasy, which is a long, cruel tickling with no mercy. Anyway, this is about him getting a nurse to tickle him. This also might be a fantasy.
This is probably a fantasy.
Yeah, that's probably a fantasy, but still, that's a really weird... Oh, wait, here's a post from 6 years ago called Females of R/Tickling. Which one of you wants this? Which one of you wants to take on these bitches, these whores?
Come on.
I know, I'm sorry.
They're nice women who like to tickle or get tickled.
Listen, it's not their fault, but I'm alienated.
Hey, Hey, everyone. So where do I start? I'm 20 years old, male, and I'm straight. I would consider myself a pretty normal guy, except I have a secret that I've been holding in my entire life. I have a huge tickle fetish. LOL. I absolutely love tickling, and I've been this way for as long as I can remember. I've dated plenty of girls and have had lots of female friends, but I don't have the guts to admit this to anyone I personally know. I'm at a point now where I really can't hold this in anymore. I'm dying to meet someone who shares the same interests as me, preferably a girl. Are there any females on this thread? If so, leave a comment. XD. Edit.
George, I'm getting tickled.
I know, I keep on, every time I read one of these comments, I just go into Seinfeld voice.
Yeah.
Edit. I don't want to exclude anyone. I know I asked females for comments, but if you're a dude and in a similar boat or want to talk, feel free to comment as well.
We're going in the tickle boat.
I mean, why is it called the tickle monster? I'm not getting tickled. There's no monster.
There's a comment that starts with, so I'm 60 now.
Jesus. You tickle an old guy too hard and it accidentally releases the DMT about to come out.
Yeah, no, that's high octane if you're tickling an old person. You're just that's
because there's no fat there. It's just you and the skin, you know. It's just you, skin and bones, and the tickle.
It's just like when you have silly putty in your hand, just kind of like molding it around.
It's like tickling a voodoo doll.
Yeah. I like that he has to clarify again that it isn't just females, because I feel like
that's the thing.
I feel like the success.
I like when you have
like
when you have a fetish so bad that you just turn gay because the girls won't do it to you, so you're just like, I don't know, man, I'll get tickled.
Yeah. I mean, as with most fetishes, I imagine the girls are in like pretty high demand.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'll end it with this one. This is another one. It's sort of alpha masculinity, conservatism. This is something I feel a lot. This is like a problem plaguing Europa. Why zero tickling traditions? Frowny face. I've always wondered how great it would be if tickling became a tradition. There are crazy traditions all over the world, e.g. in Eastern Europe. They celebrate the Easter holiday by pouring water on girls and whipping them. What? No, I don't think that's a thing.
I don't think they do that.
I think that's maybe like...
Basically on Christmas every year they fucking kill all the women and make all the boys watch and fuck them.
I think you just watched a video on YouTube.
Yeah, basically...
or not on YouTube.
Basically every Valentine's Day fucking Adolf Hitler comes back and invades the whole world. Yeah. Why are there no European traditions like that in America?
There is a beautiful tradition in Prague where men get their testicles stomped on by women in big high heels. And I don't know why we don't have something like that. Anyway, too bad no one came with a day when the girls are tied up and the boys walk around the houses and tickle them.
Whoa.
I would look forward to this day every year. That's so fun.
I'm really excited because it's Ticklemas Eve in my house.
Yeah,
I'm really
that
excited
is like
for Tickle Claws to
Yeah.
I know. It's like I wake up.
chimney.
Yeah, it's like I wake up at 4 a.m. and I can't even tickle the girls, but it's just nice knowing they're there.
yeah.
All of them tied up under my
The,
tickle tree.
Yeah. At first, I thought he meant this as like pinching someone on St. Patrick's Day if they're not wearing green. But he's like, I want a holiday where you tie up girls. Why isn't there a tying girls up holiday?
Why isn't there a holiday where you can wear
where they can't resist?
Why isn't there a holiday where you can have like a really thin mustache and walk around like
Yeah.
tie women up?
Why isn't there no condom day every year?
There is. It's called your birthday.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's fucking end the episode.
Let's go. Okay. Thanks, guys. Patreon. Subscribe to it. We just talked about the bodybuilding forums and candy. I hope you're interested in it because of candy, but you're probably interested in it because of bodybuilding.
Fucking gay
but
ass.
if you're a fan
gay ass fans who love bodybuilders more
no,
than candy.
we're improving them. If you subscribe, you'll be a better fan because you'll like candy.
You'll be a candy man. I'm a
yeah.
candy
All right.
man.
Bye, guys.
You can be me
Bye.
if you eat candy. I'm a candy man.